Very subtle hit that time. I thought he'd come off. Welcome back to Fishing with Vance. Well, I'm back at my original lake this morning. It's been very hot here in Pennsylvania, and the fishing's been hot here at this lake for about the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Been really catching them, and I'm excited to be back out here again today. Last time I was here, I didn't have my GoPro with me, and I caught my PB here last week, and never would have thought. I fish other places looking for those bigger fish, and here he was right in my home lake all along. It had been a while since I had caught a bigger fish in this lake. A lot of smaller ones are in here, and they're great fun. I don't care. They tend to be about 12 to 14 inches. In here I see all kind of activity on the water, so I'm gonna quit talking, get this boat in the water. But thanks for coming along today. I am going to throw a lot of the blue tube today. They've been hitting that, which is typical for this time of year at this lake. Water's a little stained, and the blue, for whatever reason, the blue tube is a very hot bait right now. Happened to not catch my PB on the blue tube. I caught him on a fat baby finesse worm, but it wasn't my traditional blue fleck color. It was a color called dirt. So I have that with me as well, and we'll see what happens. Let me quit talking. Let me get this thing in the water because I'm excited to fish again here. Thanks for coming along. Let's see how many fish we can catch and have some fun. All right. It's usually pretty fast and furious here now. Did have I don't know if you want to call it a cold front, but definitely a front. We went from the 90s to 80s a couple days ago. We had some storms yesterday morning. We were supposed to fish yesterday morning and couldn't because of the storms. But all right, so we'll put this down for now. Keep trying them. And let's see if they're still hitting what they've been hitting, which is the traditional. There it is, the blue tube, fresh one. Just put it on, fresh leader, blue tube. Let's see if they'll hit that. It's funny to me how look at that. I threw that shad wrap up there, and 3 or 4 times couldn't catch him, and then you throw this on, and there he is. That is really, really something. It just goes to show you, man, they want what they want. You can't force them to hit what you want them to hit. That is wild. I always find that funny. So there it was. One pitch, and there's a bass. Granted, he's nothing to worry at home about, but this is a traditional size that's in here. I thought until the other day I caught my personal best in here. There it is, blue tube. We gave me a kiss goodbye. Thanks for splashing the camera there, Jasper. That is just funny to me. It just is amazing how you guys saw me throw that shad wrap in there. I don't know, probably gave it a good 4 or 5 pitches over this same stretch right in front of these rocks. And as soon as I threw the blue tube in, fish. That is something. So, bass number 1, he's in the boat. It's funny how fishing is. Like, you know, the last 3 times I was here, probably caught 6 or 7 before I ever left the dock area. Now there's one right in front of the rock again. See my line moving? They'll hold on to this tube. And then what's nice is you get some good hookups. You really do. When you set the hook straight up like that, this tube has an exposed hook. I'll show you in a second here. Nice fish. See how it's right through right here? It goes right into the roof of his mouth. Easy to get out too. You just slide your finger down. I said this guy was caught. Yeah, slide your finger along that tube like that. You don't jack it all up with pliers, and he's fine. I'll leave a few sparkles on his lips so he can take back to his buddies. But see that exposed hook? It drives right up into the roof of his mouth, and very rarely miss him if you give him a good little hit there. See you, buddy. So, you know, if you set the hook straight up, tube jig goes up in the roof of his mouth, and they're pretty much caught. Pretty much. You can lose them like anything else, but you get good hookups. Real good hookups. There's another fish. Look at him, he's running for deep. And I missed him. I said that and I missed him. When you miss them, they tend to be, see that, I bet you that was a small fish, a panfish, because he must have had a hold of the skirt as the truck goes by. He probably had a hold of the skirt and pulled the tube jig. Alright, pulled up on 4 times here. I think I got a hit. And alright, we got a guy, little dude. Little guy, but he also hit the blue tube. And real little guy. See you, buddy. Like I said, it's just a real light jig head here. Put it in the sun so you can see it. And it's just around the skirt and just shove it back down through there. That's it. But definitely not on this as much as they were. So I'm gonna head back to the corner, and there's another little thump, but I think it's a little, seemed like a little guy, but he hit it pretty strong. I don't think he's huge. He hit it pretty aggressively. A little better than the last fish. I'll take it. There's what I'm talking about. See how it goes in the roof of their mouth. Get them on that too. A little better. Still small, but that's okay. Take those all day. This tube's getting chewed up already, but that's 4 fish with it. He hit it pretty aggressive. Now, downside of this tube for sure is another fish. Is you can't really throw this into cover because this guy's giving a little tug. This is nice, a little nicer. Oh, that's a real nice bass. Real nice. Can't really throw this into cover. Getting better. It's a good bass right there. Nice chubby guy. For this lake, he's almost not quite half pounder. He's definitely, yeah, he's about a half pound. That's nice bass for in here. Good job, buddy. Thanks for coming along. He was up pretty tight. You can't really throw this into cover. So there are those laydowns right there. With that exposed hook, you'll hang it up. So you just kind of, it's not like a jig that has, you know, a protective weed guard. So you can, you can roll it over cover like that, laydowns and such. Whereas this, that's not the case. You can't really do that. I mean, you can, but you're going to lose it. Alright, I got him back. There he is. But I am going to switch over to this dirt worm. And this is the guy that, not this exact one, but this is the worm that caught the big boy. It's called dirt. It basically looks like a real worm on the bottom. It's brown with black fleck and green on the top. Got this on some light tackle. This is the rod that got him. A Fenwick Eagle medium light, which also made it additionally fun. Catching the biggest bass that I've ever caught on medium light tackle. It's pretty cool. Alright, but anyway, I'm going to put that tube down because I don't want to hang it up. And this, I have it on, this is my traditional setup, 8-pound Stren monofilament, light blue tint to a leader there. I like the leader to be about 18 inches. Barrel swivel to get rid of the twist. 2 splitties, 2 split shot to a 58411 Gamakatsu hook and a Fat Baby Finesse worm. Throwing it on a Fenwick Eagle. I think it's this rod's 6 feet, I want to say. Maybe more than that, I'm not sure. I think it's 6 feet. It's a single piece. Let me look real quick. Yeah, 6 feet, medium light, moderate fast. Happen to have one of my better reels on this puppy, the Pfluger Patriarch, thanks to Catter. And this thing's super light. If you haven't seen my review of that, definitely go check it out. This reel is pricey, but man, is it nice. Super smooth drag, and I needed it the other day. But alright. And that's, see, with that tube I can't really throw that up in there, and I'll probably lose this doing the same thing, but you got a better chance of not losing it up in there. The fish. And like I was saying, it's this light tackle. It's really fun to catch these guys like this. Really fun. And there's another typical bass. Fun stuff. He's 1/4 pounder, no cheese. Shout out to Alex from Realistic Fishing. There's a fish finally. This area's been holding a lot of fish. And it was slow pulling up in here. That's the first one up in this side. Alright, I'll take it. It's a 1/4 pounder with cheese. Little guy. Gotta get my pliers. Go partner. Pretty. See you, buddy. Unbelievable that, again, try to throw other baits, and yeah, I caught them, but they seem to only want this blue tube right now. That's nice. Easy, buddy. Nice bass. Just like you draw it up. It's right in the top of his... show you that. Right in the top of his mouth in there. Nice fish. Skinny guy. But nice fish. Go eat. Beautiful. I want that blue tube again. Well, I can keep trying to throw other things. And I did catch a couple on that dirt worm. This tube has seen better days, but it has caught a half dozen fish too, so it's getting a little chewed up, but that's okay. There's a fish. There's one. Top of his mouth. Camera shy. Camera shy. Oh boy. Alright. I'm gonna have to tie a new one. So that's the downside of the tube. You have to retie. You can't just throw another one on there. At least this doesn't work. So that's dead soldier, which is a good sign. Take him in later. Very subtle hit that time. I thought he'd come off. And I got him. He was running at the boat like a madman. Very, very subtle hit. Just a little tink. Tink, tink. Probably a quarter pounder with cheese. Hey, chubby guy. See you, buddy. I love when they do that. Wind's kind of blowing a little bit now, starting to pick up a little bit into that corner, so I'm going to kind of let the boat drift that way. See if we can't find them. It's been like I said, it's been slow compared to what it had been for the last 2 or 3 trips here. It's been pretty fast and furious. So I'm not sure if it's the water temperature, or I'm sorry, the cold front that kind of came through, or what. No, there's a hit. If I can get him this time. running for deep water. That's better bass too. That's a nice one there. Probably one of my better ones of the day. All right, take him. It's a half-pounder guy. Yeah, something nipped off the end of my worm, but I'll take that guy. All right, I like it. Thanks, buddy. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. It's been just a beautiful morning out here. Gotten pretty slow. Today was pretty slow overall. I probably caught maybe, like I said, I don't know, around a dozen or so fish. It's been pretty quiet here for a while. I'm gonna head for home, but today was about really a mixed bag of lures. I would have to say that blue tube probably still caught the most fish, but it's been sort of a mixed bag. Pretty day out here, but like I said, nothing to write home about, but sure was better than a day at work. So I hope you're subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get my numbers up, and we'll go from there. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more fishing. Some trips coming up. Steve's coming back up, and we're going to fish the river. It's something that I always wanted to do on this Pelican, and we're going to do it together. I've never done it before, so I'm going to drag Steve with me for the first time and make sure it's pretty safe as the car goes by. But that's what we'll be doing. That'll be coming up in here in August, which is going to be in a week or so. And I don't know when Steve and I will be fishing, but we will on the river for smallmouth off the Pelican. And then I'm planning on taking this pup out to a place called Lake Arthur, and gonna bust out the Honda motor for that and go out to Lake Arthur and see if I can't catch a few big boys out there. It's tough to get them at Lake Arthur in numbers, at least for me anyway. I don't know the lake that well, so that's, you know, obviously that means everything in terms of numbers. But gonna go to Lake Arthur, and that'll be coming up, and we'll go from there. But it's gonna be, got a lot of fishing left to go, that's for sure. Thank goodness. So thanks for coming along. I appreciate it, as I finally caught another fish here. I think, no, he got off. There's a lot of panfish up in this corner. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you next time on fishingwithvance.com. See you on the water. Out.